All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to this September Daily Horoscope. My name is Athen, and this is for September 5th and 6th, Friday and Saturday. All right, so we're coming up to that full moon here on Monday, and now for this early part of the weekend, it's time to become reacquainted with Capricorn. The moon will be in Capricorn, and here's how this energy works. Essentially, each of the signs of the zodiac, the one before it always teaches us the lessons we need for the next sign. So in the case of Capricorn to Aquarius, what we're really learning now, well, for one, we're reflecting on last month, because this is where we had the full moon. So all those lessons we learned that had to do with discipline and emotional strength, emotional maturity, the ability to really tap into our feelings and use our feelings in a way that's in accordance with our higher selves, with what we want. And that is essentially what we're called to do now, to reacquaint ourselves with last month, reabsorb those mature, strong energies that made us stronger this month than we were last month, and use that in a way that we're incorporating these higher Aquarian energies with this Saturnian energy. So the way I like to look at it is, Saturn is very grounded. It's very real. It's an earth sign. It's got to do with pragmatism, with long-term planning, the ability to see the big picture. And with all of this Aquarian insight coming to us now with the full moon in Aquarius, it's suggesting that this is, it's almost like, what's Aquarius if it's just ungrounded? What's Aquarius if it's just all over the place? We need a grounding, and that's exactly what we're called to do. And that's what Saturn is teaching us right before Aquarius. We need structure. We need to be able to channel our freedom, channel our higher selves into a certain direction, into a plan. And that's really what the 10th house does best. It plans. It sees the big picture. It's the top of the chart. Now, we've also got some very nice trines with Chiron and Saturn, with Pluto and the Sun. With Pluto and the Sun, this is, a lot of us, our paths are becoming very clear. A lot of us are starting to see how our paths are unfolding. And that's really good right now to have Saturn in that 10th house at the top of the chart. The ability to really see the big picture, see the big plan, see how everything's unfolding, and come at it from a very grounded perspective, on realistic perspective, on what needs to be done one step at a time to achieve those goals. But it's all in all just being an anchor for these higher Aquarian energies, which I talked about in the full moon report. And there's an opposition with the Sun and Chiron, which suggests that this is a good time to heal. All right, it may not be the time we choose to heal, may not feel very comfortable, it's an opposition, but here's why it's a good time. Anytime there's a full moon, there's a clarity of the other energy. And in this case, there's a clarity of what parts of ourselves need to be healed. The conscious self is on one side, our healing, what needs to be healed, is on the other. And we can see it very clearly without any convolution. Well, less convolution. It's still next to Neptune, but less convolution. And so use this time over these next few days to really observe these parts of yourself that you're nurturing back to good health, that might feel a little bit insecure or a little bit, unworthy or whatever it is, whatever's needing some healing. Look to it and embrace it. Because with this new moon in Leo, that's what this is all about, is embracing. And in this case, the more we embrace these aspects of ourselves, the whole aspect of ourselves, then the more wonderful this Aquarius full moon is going to be. And that full moon is happening right in Chiron. So the more we do it, the more freedom, the more our higher self is going to shine through around Monday. All right, so I'm going to draw a card just to get a little bit more guidance from Spirit to see where Spirit would like me to put a little bit more emphasis for this reading. All right, Sagittarius. Well, I talked about Pluto, and Pluto's in Sagittarius, and so what this card's really showing me is keep your eye on the direction. Keep your eye on that path. There's so much support now with Pluto that it's a clear vision, okay? So maintain it. And although the path is changing, just keep focusing. That's really what I'm getting from this. Keep your eye on the target, okay? And go with the flow and go with the changes. But ultimately, as long as we keep moving in that direction, we don't lose any sight of it, then that's what's really going to really benefit us the most, I think, especially over these few days and with this full moon. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.